Hello Capricorn, welcome to November 2018. This month we've got some big news. The planet Jupiter, the biggest planet in our solar system, the Great Benefic, is changing signs. He is changing from Scorpio to Sagittarius. And for you, this means Jupiter is going to be moving into your hidden 12th house. So what does this mean? Well, it does mean that you may find yourself spending some more time alone. You may be feeling that you find your greatest happiness in solitude. Just that you kind of want to take a break. The 12th house is kind of what you do behind closed doors. So it's that feeling of, rather than going out and partying, you want to curl up with a good book and spend your leisure time that way. So that's actually some good advice for you over the next year, because Jupiter will be in this part of your chart until December 2019, is that it's a beautiful time to study, read, spend some time alone and just recharge your battery. It's also a really good time to explore your more psychic side, dreams, intuition, oracle cards and tarot cards. If that's something you're interested in, you could do some research on that. It's a good time to research esoteric topics like reincarnation, manifestation, astrology, anything like that, anything that has to do with the psychic hidden world. But it's a very wonderful time because Jupiter will be in Sagittarius, the sign that he rules. Saturn is in Capricorn, your sign, the sign he rules, and Neptune is in Pisces, the sign that he rules. So this is very significant. We have three big planets all in their signs of rulership, so they're very powerful at their full potential, basically, and very comfortable in their actions because they're activating from their own home, so to speak. The other astrological event this month is that on the 15th, Venus goes direct. She has been retrograde since the end of September, and then immediately afterwards, Mercury goes retrograde. So that's kind of a bummer, but at least we have Venus going direct to look forward to, so all matters of love, aesthetics, happiness, your love life, any issues there should start to see some resolution as Venus starts moving forward, and you can resolve and integrate any of the lessons or issues that came up during this past 40-day Venus retrograde cycle. Now on to your card reading for the month. Usually I do oracle card readings, but this month I am trying something new. I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for you. I'm actually going to show you as I shuffle and lay the cards. This is based on user feedback. People have been wanting to see the cards. Now this microphone is very sensitive, so I'm just going to try to shuffle in my lap so it's not too loud. And I've already shuffled this deck very well before I started the video. So 9 of Cups reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, the Sun, 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Page of Swords, the Fool, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. It's a very positive reading we have for you. So just give me one moment as I look at these and gather my thoughts, and I'm going to move the camera back up as I deliver my interpretation for the reading. So once again, this first row here, we have 9 of Cups reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, and the Sun upright. So this is very positive. The 9 of Swords the 9 of Cups reversed does show some disappointment or loss, like a wish being unfulfilled, some sort of goal or hope you were trying to achieve and it doesn't happen. But at the same time, being next to the 8 of Swords reversed, it's almost like a burden is being lifted. You could have been feeling very trapped and almost very stuck, and it's like, even though you're not getting this wish or this goal, that you're not getting this accomplishment you are hoping for, the fact that you're losing is almost winning in a sense, because all of a sudden you're feeling that you're not stuck anymore and you're able to go forward. And being next to the Sun card, I mean, that's super positive. The Sun is, that was my dog if you heard that noise. The Sun is always a super positive card, and it's just shining a bright light on you and your situation, which is wonderful. So keep in mind that as you go into November, if you're feeling a little bit depressed or a little bit disheartened because you lost something, whatever you lost or did not achieve, this is for your highest good, and it's actually going to put you in a more positive position, because you can now go forward and you're no longer stuck like you were in the past. And it's just like all systems go. Like, you are going to just get this burst of positive energy. 1 second. Do you want to get up? I had to help her up on the bed. She's going to take a little nap. So this is like all systems go. Good news for you. Everything's going to be going well. After you have to overcome that initial loss or initial disappointment, which is a bummer, but it's ultimately for your highest good. Now, as we go on to the middle row of cards, we've got 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Page of Swords all upright. So this does tell me that you are going to have to defend some sort of relationship you're in. This could, for those of you who are in a relationship, this could be that you have to defend something with your partner. There could be some conflict between you and your partner, maybe as a result of the loss that occurred in the first row. But it could also be that this is a new partnership that's starting a new phase of your relationship. Maybe you're taking the next step in your relationship, or you're going from being single to being in a relationship and dating. And there might be something unusual about this situation or this relationship, and you might feel as though you have to defend it to the people around you. If that's the case, keep in mind that it's your relationship, and you only need to defend if you like feel you need to defend it. You don't have to go out of your way to justify your existence or who you are. So keep that in mind. But if this is a situation where you are already in a relationship and you find that there's some conflict going on between you and your partner, it could be that it could be a little bit of jealousy based on this new opportunity that you're being given after this initial loss. So don't defend too much. Try to understand where the other person's coming from. If they're jealous of your success, or if they're jealous about how you turned this new situation from something negative into something positive, don't come on too strong. But I also feel like if there is any conflict here, that it's going to be over very quickly. It doesn't seem like a deep-seated issue. It might just be that you have to defend your position or your own success. So do that in a way that's as diplomatic as possible. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't go overboard if you find yourself in a situation where you need to defend yourself or your relationship. Don't push too hard. Just say what needs to be said and move on, because this is a very quick moving energy. But overall, there is an air of contentment and harmony here with that 2 of Cups. The final row here is super positive. You have the Fool, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So whatever loss or disappointment you started the month with, by the end of the month, you're feeling great. You are in a better place in your relationship, especially if this is a new relationship. If you were single, this means that somebody new is definitely coming into your life this month. Wait until after Venus goes direct, so after the 15th. And also keep in mind with Mercury retrograde, the second half of the month, even if you are starting a new relationship at this time, things are going to move slow, and there could be a potential for miscommunication. So make sure that you're choosing your words which is another reason why, if you feel that you have to defend yourself, not to go or push too hard, because you could be misunderstanding what somebody else is saying, and that's why you're getting defensive. And it could also be that the other person isn't really understanding you, and that's a part of that Mercury retrograde energy where people just aren't hearing each other clearly, or they're hearing your words but they're not mentally understanding the meaning behind those words. So don't push too hard. But it's still like a really positive time now for you if you're starting a new relationship, or if you're moving on to the next stage of your relationship. For some of you, this could even mean that you're thinking about an engagement or taking the next step with your partner. And this Ace of Swords in the final outcome card, it's the last card, so it's kind of a final outcome. But regardless, it's a very positive with that Fool, a burst of new energy, new power. It's like you're getting your power back after whatever that feeling of being stuck or that feeling of loss was that you experienced at the beginning of the month. So overall, Capricorn, this is a very positive month for you. You have a lot going for you, a lot of gifts coming your way, a potential new partnership, a potential new relationship, taking the next stage in your relationship, and just a general sense of well-being and getting the outcome that you might not necessarily have wanted, but that's going to serve you best. So just get through that initial hump over the beginning stages of the month, and then after that it's pretty much smooth sailing. Just don't be too defensive or combative if such a situation arises, because it could just be a situation where one or both parties aren't clearly understanding the other, and there's no need to get into a huge fight over a misunderstanding. So thank you for watching. I'm wishing you a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the States. Happy November. I will see you next month.